Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to discuss the hot topic of the year. Under this session, we are discussing the most repeated important topics of current affairs which may reflect in our prelims and mains exam perspective. For example, today we are going to discuss Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. In that perspective, under prelims, we have to know about what is Tiger Reserve, what are the specifications of that, how many tiger reserves are there in India, in such a way in all around we have to know about for prelims perspective. So like this we have done a lot of videos before and we are going to do more videos under the hot topic of the year session. So do continue watching of this. So today we'll move on to our topics. Today we are going to see Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve as our first topic, and the second is Jan Vishwas Act. Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. This may ask in prelims perspective, and Jan Vishwas Act may ask in prelims as well as mains under GS2 paper. So we'll have detailed analysis of these both topics today. Our first topic is Virangana Tiger Reserve. First, we have to know about what is the Tiger Reserve and how it have been formed. Tiger reserves are managed by National Tiger Conservation Authority of the Government of India, which were established under the component of Project Tiger in the year of 1973. Also, the tiger reserves are made up of a buffer zone, which is the mixture of forested and non-forested land. It is the core area which includes portions of protected areas like national parks or wildlife sanctuaries. The main goal of this Project Tiger is to carry out the essential task to guarantee the survival of the tiger population in the core area and to encourage coexistence of humans and animals in the buffer zone. Under the Section 38 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the state governments are in charge of creating the tiger conservation plan. We have to know this particularly. The state government has the charge of creating tiger conservation plan. This must be included the management and planning of notified areas, then retention of qualified personnel to guarantee the safety of the tiger reserve, and also to upkeep a healthy population of tigers, co-predators and prey animals. Here, the Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve has been formally announced by the Madhya Pradesh government. It is the 54th tiger reserve in this state. Sorry, 54th tiger reserve in the nationwide and 7th in the Madhya Pradesh state. And we have to know about the specifics of this tiger reserve. The area within this Nauradihi Wildlife and Virangana Durgavati Sanctuary are acknowledged for their ecological significance in maintaining their biodiversity, which includes flora, fauna, geology and zoology will be included in this area. Also, it has about 15 tigers living there at the moment, and this sanctuary is essential habitat for the threatened species. The Durgavati and Nauradahi wildlife sanctuaries resulted in the formation of combined protected area that consists of two main areas. Recently, the created Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve is situated about 20 kilometers from Bhopal, and the spans vast nearly 2,339 square kilometer area. It also includes districts like Damu, Sagar and Narsingpur. Now, what are all the significance of this tiger reserve? In recent meeting of technical committee, the National Tiger Conservation Authority, that is NTCA, gave the initial approval for the establishment of new tiger reserve. By establishing this reserve is an additional layer of significance to its preservation, and it is a necessary condition for Ken-Betwa River linking project. So we know that this is the 7th tiger reserve in the Madhya Pradesh. We have to know about the remaining 6 tiger reserves which is present in Madhya Pradesh. So what are those 6 tiger reserves? First one is Kanha, Bandhavgarh, Panna, Pinch, Sanjay, Dubri and Satpura. These are the remaining 6 tiger reserves present in Madhya Pradesh. So that's all from this topic. We now will move on to the next topic, that is Jan Vishwas Act. So we have to know about this Jan Vishwas Act. This Jan Vishwas Act was established the groundwork for enhancing India's ease of doing business by introducing this Jan Vishwas Amendment of Provisions Act 2023. It does lowering compliance and eliminating the threat of jail for infractions. It also aims to boost trust-based governance, and it encourages business growth and make life easier. So for basically to enhance the ease of doing business in India by eliminating some of compliance and threats under the business. So for this purpose only this act have been introduced. Now we have to know about the thing which comes along with Jan Vishwas Act. For Jan Vishwas Act, there are some of 42 acts have been amended along with this. What are such acts? Some of those acts are the Indian Post Office Act of 1898, the Environment Protection Act of 1986, the Public Liability Insurance Act of 1991, the Information Technology Act of 2000, the Indian Forest Act of 1927, the Patents Act of 1970, and many other acts have been amended. Those are 42 acts amended along with this Jan Vishwas Act. Now what are all the features of this Jan Vishwas Act? Some of the features are the process of decriminalizing offence. Next, elimination of transgressions. Transgressions is nothing but as violation of law. Next, periodic revision of penalties. Next, chief judiciary officers. Next, appellate procedures. These are some of the features of this act. Under the decriminalization offense, what it says, it replaces the minor offenses with civil penalties or administrative actions and decriminalize those that do not endanger the public interest or national security. Under the elimination of transgressions, this bill completely eliminates the few offences. All offences under the Indian Post Office Act of 1898 are included in this. Under this periodic revision of penalties, it says that every 3 years the fines and penalties will be increased 10% of the minimum amount. The Chief Judiciary Officer under it helps to decide on penalties. The government may designate one or more adjudicating officers. In appellate procedure, it says about the grievance redress procedure concerning the adjudicating officer decision is instituted. Now, what is the need for this Jan Vishwas Act? So, in this we have like bureaucratic obstacles, investment barrier, pressure on the justice system. These are all the some of the needs of Jan Vishwas Act. So under bureaucratic obstacle, it says that union and state government laws, rules and regulations have erected the obstacles which impede the free exchange of ideas, of capital and entrepreneurial spirit. In investment barrier, it says that to regulate the burden significantly and discourages investments according to the parliamentary committee. In under the pressure of justice system, it says of 4.4 crore cases that are pending and 3.3 are criminal cases according to the data of National Judicial Data Grid. So these are the needs of Jan Vishwas Act. Now what are all the benefits seen in this act? The benefits such as justice criminal provisions, maintains proportionality, economic growth, lessens the pressure on the justice system and enhance the MSME's health, also the trust-based governance. These are the benefits which help to enhance this Jan Vishwas Act. Now, what are all the concerns seen under this Jan Vishwas Act? Not true decriminalization. This is one of the most under the concern. Also, under the not true decriminalization, it says that fines and penalties are used in place of incarnation, which is insufficient for decriminalization. Also, it engages of quasi-decriminalization. In subjugating officers' expertise, it questions the concerning officers and technical competence for such legal proceedings. A small percentage of flaws affected, like in the act, deregulated a relatively small portion of India's regulatory framework, namely the number of offences. And also it has concern under the environmental protection issues. The Vidhi Center for Legal Policy states that eliminating the imprisonment provisions along together may also eliminate the environmental legislation effect, particularly for large corporations. And it also has concerns regarding privacy, such as postal employees who unlawfully open mail items may face a 2-year prison sentence, a fine, or both under this act. So next concern is independence of adjudicating officers. So these are the some of the concerns under the Jan Vishwas Act. So that's all from our today's topics. To get this PDF download, you can get from our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel link will be provided in our description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.